Good morning, Fayettenam! Breaking news. This paper is so boring because there's no Casey's brawl and there's no parking drama. So I guess I'll just read you a newspaper. I need to have better energy. Is this what do people do when they're on roids? They go.
That's when somebody's like bracing. That's like when you go to squat, you're like.
No. That's all one breath. I've seen like the micro breaths where they go. Dude, I am dizzy.
Pass out.
I need a minute. The Fayette Advertiser, Howard County's news leader since 1840. I wonder if there was competition back then or if that's just when they started. That's actually, I'm curious if there was ever a newspaper competition in this town. Anyway, right off the bat, we have the 2025 Fayette High School homecoming royalty was King Carter Vroman and Queen Amaya Burkett. Crown bearers were Gage Lyon and Eden Cunningham. That's a very adorable picture on the front. Fayette Band wins the grand champion at Carrollton, which I'm going to guess that must be a new name because we used to call that sweepstakes. The Fayette High School marching band added to its already impressive list of awards after it was named the grand champion for classes 1 through 3 at Saturday's Carrollton Band Day. The annual marching band competition kicks off the season for Fayette and other area bands. They won the street and field competitions. Indoor drumline placed second and the guard placing third. Grace Fellowship has a ham and bean dinner Saturday. It looks like it's raising funds for Grace Fellowship and the Ashland Cemetery Association. Meals will be served from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. I have always wondered why ham and beans is a meal. Like that feels like a Great Depression meal, but you had ham and beans, Cody?
Hate ham with a passion.
You hate ham?
I really don't like ham.
You got a ham hater.
Protein.
Watch out, pigs. The Boonesboro Cemetery Association Fall Festival is October 11th. So many cemetery fundraisers. Looks like they corrected the dates. The Fireman's Hog Roast and the High School Rodeo are this weekend. 4 contractors submit bids for city street repairs. Yay! We might get our streets repaired. So now you won't roll your ankle in the potholes as you run away from the pit bull. 4 contractors submitted bids that were open Friday afternoon for Fayette's multi-part street repairs project, with Watson Concrete offering the low base bid. The lowest bid was $812,000, and Don Schneider's was next at $949,000. They know what they're doing. If this bid was for anything but the taxpayer, it would be significantly less.
Where's all your money gone, Donnie? Taxes.
LDS submitted a base bid of $1,016,000. Dude, they even have it down to the cent, which I'm like, y'all don't know down to the cent. Give me a break. And then an alternate bid of $1.2 million, crack ceiling, bunch of blah, 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 a bunch of words I don't know. But from here, we will evaluate all the bids and make a determination on the responsive and check all the path. Wooten said. I don't know who Wooten is. Who's Wooten? They're going to repair key intersections along Highway 240, Church Street by the Casey's parking lot, O'Reilly's. So just very minimally traveled roads in town. Spring, Davis, Morrison, and Lucky, that would be great. No bids were initially received for the project, which was assumed to be because of deadline issues. Seal coating, for instance, requires a tighter weather window, so the city split the schedule. According to the city, funding will come from multiple sources. Deanna Cooper explained that the project is phased with about $350,000 budgeted by the city. The downtown CID indicated it will contribute to eligible work inside its district. Okay. So that's where the extra sales tax money is going to go.
I am not paying taxes.
I'm not in a good enough mood to be reading some of this stuff. The Rotary Cornhole Tournament is in Roachport. The Rotary Clubs of Fayette on October 5th, Saturday at 1 p.m. It's at Meriwether's Cafe and Grill and the Katy Trailhead in Roachport. Entry, it's a 2-person double elimination tournament, $25 per team. There is a prize of $50 and bragging rights. And I tell you, this Rotary Club, you're going to want bragging rights there because I think Gail Schaefer's won pretty much every year. The Department of Natural Resources encourages Missourians to report local drought conditions. If you are experiencing drought on your farm, report it. And it does look like in Howard County, we are abnormally dry at the moment. Here's to the Central Methodist page. Central alum to deliver an annual Gaddis lecture on October 8th. Laura Jansen is going to be speaking on Project Manage My Life, the importance of prioritizing. I probably need to attend that. CMU Little Theater opens October 8th. Looks like they've got Chicago. That's a great play. The Velveteen Rabbit, The Magic Flute. This is the stuff they have coming up this year. The Firebugs. So Chicago from October 8th to 10th and 12th. the Velveteen Rabbit in November, and the Magic Flute in February. On to sports. The Fayette Falcon wins their second straight game on homecoming. Fayette grinded out an emotional, maybe that's the reference, an emotional homecoming win Friday night over a vastly improved Lynn team, 29-14, in the Central State 8 opener for both teams. The Falcons improved to 3-2 overall winning record and 1-0 in conference play, while the Wildcats fell to 1-4. The victory also marked Falcons' first 3-win season under third-year head coach Cole Hinton after back-to-back win campaigns. I was told there was some drama on the sidelines. If somebody wants to tell us what happened in the comments, but good to see our team and our coaches fired up about winning and trying to get better. And it's great to have a winning season so far. We love that. A few more games to go, but got to feel good about having more wins than we've had in the past couple years. Eagles rout William Woods. They notched their first multi-win season. So the first time they've won more than one game since 2021. They beat William Woods 52-24. William Woods has not won a game. Lady Falcons softball. They beat Russellville in an exciting comeback. And I think last night they beat Paris, who hadn't been beaten before. So they are on a little bit of tear, getting hot here towards the end of the season, which is when you want to get hot. Fayette scored a nail-biting come-from-behind victory over Central State 8 rival Russellville on Thursday, 6-5, when junior shortstop Paige Vroman drove in the go-ahead run on a 6th-inning triple. Congrats, Lady Falcons. Harrisburg loses their third straight. They lost to Tipton. And the Falcons go to Tipton next week, so that'll be fun. There's a bunch of pictures of the homecoming parade, which I was not invited to this year. Henry really wanted to go, but we did not get invited, so...
It already happened?
It already happened. Dude, last year's Fayette homecoming parade was so fun with Henry in it. We walked down the street, and all the kids were like...
This is the Fayette parade, right?
Fayette homecoming, yeah.
Who invites who?
I don't know. I assume the school coordinates who's coming to that. So it's okay. I just feel left out. You know, I think it's my middle child syndrome that I always just feel looked over and forgotten. But it's okay. I'll just have my own parade in my house with my cars. I need to make some Hot Wheels of my Landon ball cars for sure. All right, community events coming up. You got Toddler Time like normal. Ashby Hodge Gallery of American Art. Armstrong Junior Fire Soup Supper is every fourth Sunday. Let's see what else we got. Friday, October 3rd, Fayette's at Tipton. Harrisburg is at home versus South Callaway. And there's an open fun horse show at 7 p.m. Doesn't say where. Maybe that's the rodeo here in town. On Monday, October 6th, the Howard County Democrat Women Carry-In Lunch Meeting at Schnell Hall. Friday, October 10th, football is at home versus South Callaway. So do we just play every team the week after they play Harrisburg? That's what it looks like. CMU Homecoming is coming up. October 18th. That's in special print. Okay. On to Unpopular Opinions with Cassandra Joe.
Welcome back to another unpopular opinion. I once heard somebody say something that just rubbed me the wrong way, and then I'd heard it multiple times after from other people. These people were either in long-term relationships with no marriage in sight, even though one person in the relationship wanted to be married, or they were divorced and kind of butthurt from everything that they had gone through. So, my unpopular opinion. Don't say that marriage is just a piece of paper. It's not, okay? Marriage is the capability to make informed decisions if your significant other is medically injured to the point that they can't make their own medical decisions, okay? Because if you're not married and your significant other is on life support, guess who decides whether or not they remain on life support? Their family. If they like you, they might ask your opinion on it. But if they don't, your opinion is null and void. You're not married to them. Let's say that you have lived with your significant other in their house. They die. You're not married. Guess what? It's not your house. You have no say to it. You might get booted, depending upon whoever inherits said house, or if it goes into probate. You never know. But it's not yours. So, unpopular opinion, it's disgusting when people say that marriage is just a piece of paper, because it's much more than that. Also, get life insurance policies. You can get term, you can get full, but talk to Landon about that, because it's important. If you have a significant other who relies on you, why would you not? That's income if they were to pass away that you would no longer have to uplive the lifestyle that you are used to. Bills that could go unpaid because there's not two incomes contributing. Think about it, people. Anyway, unpopular opinion.
All right, here we go. We're going to read the Fayette News Exchange. Anyway, Chelsea, the chiropractor in town, one of the chiropractors in town, is having a happy harvest party on Sunday, October 19th from 46 at Abide Fayette Chiropractic. It's a free event, pumpkin painting, outdoor games, fun prizes, fall treats, and a fall photo session. Oh my gosh, you should go to it. Flamboyant. There is another blood drive. How many blood drives can we do in this town? American Red Cross blood drive, LTS Club, First Baptist Church on October 2nd. There's only so much blood in this town.
Dracula lives in Fayette.
Speaking of blood, we have 2 loose pit bulls again on Highway 5 north of the golf course. I saw these ones. These are big. The Fayette Police Department is sick of seeing mattresses around town. So either keep them in your house where you sleep or let's see what they say to do. The trash service doesn't regularly pick up big things like mattresses, so you can take them to Boonville, but you don't leave them out because apparently snakes get under this. Blah, blah, blah. Then somebody said, to whom it may concern, this is my trash. Oh, don't you love it when your trash gets put in a picture? This happened to me in the Fayette newspaper. My dumpster got put in the Fayette newspaper without my permission. Anyway, it says, to whom it may concern, this is my trash set out Sunday. So somebody had their mattresses set out. I am aware of bulk pickup, and that's why it was sat out Sunday and not picked up. I'm aware they do a bulk pickup at the end of the month. It was there Monday, the last of the month, who never picked it up. It will be moved, and thanks to those who are concerned. Yeah, I'll agree. RTS probably just didn't pick it up, if we're being honest about it. Monique Fancy Pants Chapman says we're starting our barnyard theme this week at CELC. And so she's looking for some people who have some animal friends that might have a goat, chicken, rabbit, calf, pony, piglet, duck, ferret.
Maybe.
No, nobody wants a rat. There's a chili cook-off coming off. Family Fun Day. Who's this put on by? Oh, St. Paul United Methodist Church. Okay, Family Fun Day, St. Paul United Methodist Church. Chili cook-off on October 4th, 2 to 6 p.m. Man, there are lots of places to give blood and eat this week. Let's go. Somebody is frustrated that the superintendent of the grade school does not respond to phone calls. The corner store is looking for vendors. Man, there's nothing spicy in here. I mean, I guess we're all getting along, so that's good. Slow week, so with that, I'm going to read an entry from my 4th grade diary. This probably isn't a true story, but I wrote about it. One morning, I was going to go camping with my friends. We were going to go to the woods. We were going to get there by walking. We got there at night, and we had already eaten our dinner, our A-R-E dinner, when I was tired and ready to sleep. When I got in my sleeping bag and laid down, when my friends say, where's our sleeping bags? I never thought of getting stuff for them. 5 of my friends said, I'm not going to sleep in the grass. Soon they left. One person said, my dad says there's a lot of snakes around here. 10 people agreed and left. Apparently I had 15 friends camping. This sounds like a Matt test math problem. Then when there were only 3 people left, they said it was toe cold and they left toe. Now I was all alone and was scared. I should have been prepared and brought their sleeping bags for them. Dude. This little middle child here as a kid was like, I should have thought for my friends to bring sleeping bags for them. Should have brought their sleeping bags for them. I was just thinking of myself. I was being selfish for now. And from now on, I will always be prepared. I went home and got a good night's sleep in my bed. The end. Here's another one real quick and then we'll go. The important thing about my little sister is she is cute. My little sister can crawl. And here she is on the front of the journal. My little sister can crawl. Her skin is so soft. She crawls faster than a baby bear. She can say hi and sit up by herself. She can stand up by herself too. But the most important thing about my little sister is she is cute. We out.